Okay.
What the hell? What the hell?
Fatality.
I
am Steve.
What the hell is that?
What's going on? What the hell? Have you seen the new Minecraft trailer?
No, I haven't seen the trailer. I'm familiar with it.
Fully over your head. It's the lady that's like her like role in all her movies was like, what the hell, or hell no. So threw that in there. Good stuff. What's up, guys? Everybody for jumping in here. Today we're going to start off talking about the Minecraft trailer.
Boo!
If y'all haven't seen it yet.
Do I need to?
I mean, I don't want to play the audio because I always get hit every time I play audio. So
right.
I'm not going to play the audio on this, but I will play the video. Why not?
Okay.
I mean, the audio, you know what? I can't do it now that I shared it. Anyways, we got this new Minecraft movie coming out, and I'm telling you right off the bat, I'm getting like Jumanji vibes, right? They're
yeah.
So does it look like the premise here is basically they're going to take human beings, you got a couple of human beings and Jason Momoa, who is not a human being, and plug them into this world?
That's what it looks like. Yeah. Like they plug them into this world. You know what? Hold on. Let me stop sharing this here.
So it's Jumanji and Sonic and all those other video game adaptations.
Yeah, that sounds the original Mario Brothers.
Ugh.
All right. I'll play it with the audio, but yeah.
Good luck.
Screw the audio, just we can talk over it. I'll do Jason Momoa's voice because we're very similar in stature.
Hold on. Can you hear that? Let me turn it down. Because all you really need is this scene right here.
What the hell?
So that was where that intro came from. What the hell?
All right.
So we got this. How do you make a movie, first of all, about Minecraft? I'm seeing that they're throwing these people into the world. I don't know how they do it. Probably something like Mario, but...
Who are you?
Oh, yeah.
I'm Steve.
And that's the other big trailer
he's
reveal.
Steve. Okay.
I'm Steve. Okay.
Oh, this guy is such a tool bag.
So...
I love how Jack Black, like in all of his movies now, he just looks like he was on the street and they're like, fine, Jack, yes, come in. It's whatever. Daryl called in sick. You can come in and act in this movie today.
I'm not getting Steve vibes off of Jack Black. I'm getting Robin Williams and Jumanji vibes. Like he was stuck in the Minecraft world and... You know what I mean?
He is the legendary, yeah.
So is it now law that we have to have Jack Black in all game adaptations? Mario,
right?
Minecraft.
Was he even? He wasn't even
Jumanji.
That, I don't remember him being any good in Jumanji. The second Jumanji wasn't. Nothing about it stands out.
Man, you know, like I'm not against the guy or anything, but I haven't really liked anything he's been in since like Orange County.
It's been a minute. I mean, I used to like Jack Black a lot more, but I don't see Steve. I don't see any. He's a typecast character, you know. It's Jack Black, and then we're gonna slap Steve on him now.
Who wants to see an old stoner dude do the Pick of Destiny 2?
Yeah, exactly. And plus that's one of those, like, Steve is that kind of like that faceless, nameless character that you're supposed to fill him out, make that you. And I'm not making Steve Jack Black. You know, like if I'm gonna go play a game, I'm not gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna go craft out. I'm gonna go dress up my lone survivor character in Fallout 4, and Jack Black is the direction I'm going.
Yeah,
I'm not doing it.
And Steve's the main character in Minecraft, right? And so Jack Black's the comic relief as the main character, and now we've got Jason Momoa is
also comic relief.
Yeah, what's going on here? Is there something I'm missing? Is this a costume or something that was popular on Minecraft? That
no, it's ma'am. It's ma'am.
Is that what it is? That's what I was afraid of. It's ma'am. What the hell?
Yeah. You can now tell that Jason Momoa just signs on to anything for a paycheck.
Oh, man.
Yeah. He does not care.
You've got a lot of people instantly hating this trailer. My children included. My daughters hated this trailer. They just started making fun of it right off the bat.
Well, the first thing that I noticed right out the gate for this film is the graphics are too good to be Minecraft.
Yeah, when the whole point of Minecraft was supposed to be like the downplaying, like old PlayStation 1 graphics.
It's a PS5 version. You guys got to get your upgraded systems.
Nah,
it's PS5
like
Pro.
64 graphics.
So, yeah, I'm not sure.
April 4th. Man, they kind of. That's a little early, isn't it? Like, I mean, what are we? 6 months out? 7, 8 months out? Because
That's
really, I feel like.
Weekend, is it?
I feel like this. Oh, it's an April Fool's joke, is what it is. I feel like. Like this was something that they decided a month ago they were going to make, and they're going to release it like October 1st. That's the vibes that I get from this. Not April 4th. I don't see that amount of time and effort.
The screaming lamb joke is a rip on the screaming goats from Thor.
Yep.
How you think?
I think so.
I was wondering why. Okay, so looking through a bunch of videos, I was seeing that pink lamb thing, and apparently, where the hell is it? Did I miss it? Oh, it's right here. So this thing, a lot of people are talking about this guy. Is there a pink lamb in the game? Don't need to get my kids in here.
Yeah, you need to ask him. I want to say it's like an ultra rare thing to find. It's like you have like a 0.02% chance of finding one of these in the wild in the game.
So
I think
there is like some. It's not just like, oh, okay, we got Jason Momoa in a pink jacket. Let's start making everything pink and weird. And
I don't know. It could be.
What's with the eyes trying to escape its head?
That's a common thing. They did that on this one too.
Reminds me of a girl I dated in high school.
Oh, okay. So a lot of hate going around for this movie, and it's kind of interesting because it's the usual people doing it, like instantly crapping on it. I don't know what to say about it, good or bad, other than I don't know about Jason Momoa in that he's obviously just supposed to be some goofy person. I don't like Jack Black and Steve. I'm not digging that.
I don't even really mind this, and I definitely don't know enough to be able to give any kind of opinion as to whether or not I like this or not. It looks cute. I like what they're doing as far as all the animated stuff. As far as the actual storyline and how this thing comes out, I have no idea. But one thing that I will bitch about to no end, and I've said it in previous live streams, is when you make a movie and then you spend a massive portion of your budget on getting a big name star simply to push your vehicle. I'm against that. Like, you don't need Jack Black. You don't need Jason Momoa. There's zero ties for these guys to that game, other than Jack Black does a video game YouTube channel. But other than that, it's like there's no reason for that to put them in the budget. Just get a regular freaking actor who can carry your character.
How long has Minecraft even been around? Because Jack Black, obviously,
Forever.
He looks like old and fat. He's the old fat Steve, right? So It's like if Mario was. You go into the Mario world, and then Mario's there, and he's all old because Mario's been around forever, right? So, but Minecraft hasn't been around. nearly as
Minecraft
long.
came out in 2011.
So you've got this old fat Steve back, and I'm assuming. I'm just going to go out and say it. I think this is going to be a Jumanji ripoff. I think they're going. I think Steve's going to have been trapped there or something along those lines,
Well,
or he
you
is a
have
Minecraft
to-
character, right?
There's only so many ways you can introduce an audience to a world. You know what I mean? This is a world developing trope, and there's only so many ways. Like you can, put them into the eyes of a main character who they probably already know, and you don't have to explain as much. But this is Minecraft. Nobody knows how you're supposed to explain this world, so it's like the easiest thing in the world is to put the person who has absolutely nothing to do with it into the world, and then the audience gets to discover that world through their eyes. You get that fresh eyes version.
Yeah, and it's Minecraft. What's the story of Minecraft? Does it even have a story?
It's got a loose one. It's you build blocks, and
So you gotta make-
there's more, but
You got to build a story on that. You know what I mean? So you got to throw some people who don't know anything about it, and it's their story, not the story of Minecraft. It's just a weird idea to make a movie about Minecraft, but
it's a world, like it's a place. So, and it's not even like all the elements of that world. Like the big thing about that game in the first place is that it's based on it's based on crafting and building. Like everything is, you have all these tiny little, very basic components, and you can, mine them, and then you can craft them. Hence the very creative title.
Just build
So
yourself
I
up.
just went to Minecraft's Wikipedia page, and there is not a plot line nor story for it. It is exactly as Stanley said. It is all about survival and just requiring resources to build shit.
Yeah.
So making a movie about that is like weird. There's no story. You got to go with the characters you throw in there, and so
Well,
I
it
guess
should be
what are the
come up with a
weirdos that
storyline.
play Minecraft? What are all the demographics of people that play Minecraft? Let's throw them into Minecraft.
It has to be the most generic thing ever. Minecraft holds the record for like the most viewed niche or something like that on YouTube. It's like the first entity to get 1 trillion views or something. It's got some weird records.
Oh yeah, isn't that how Mr. Beast got started? Minecraft videos.
It's not how he got started, but it was a part of his beginning. Yeah, when he was doing gameplay stuff, he played Minecraft.
I'm sure Twitch is owe a lot of their success to this game.
Yeah, likely.
There are some other video game movie adaptations that did pretty good job.
Yeah. Where is this one going to fall compared to the other ones we've seen? And let's talk about those ones that we've seen. Then we'll make some comparisons.
Obviously, in the intro and everything was Mortal Kombat. So we've got the original one of the original video game movies was the Mortal Kombat movie, and dude, this scene in particular freaking rocked, man. I wanted to see Scorpion on the big screen so bad. I think they nailed it. This scene, right?
This movie still holds up to this day.
Okay, I'm going to be Debbie Downer here, and I'm going to say that this movie was not bad. And that's like that right there. I just have a hard time. The drone shot of
Obviously, it's a little cheesy, right? The whole movie was
little dated.
cheesy. But it's dated. It's old. It's an old movie. The CGI didn't hold up to today's standards, but it was still really fun, and the music rocked in that movie too.
It was a fun journey. This movie, and it is not bad. You can have a lot of fun knocking this movie, but it wasn't bad, and the music was up there with I'm not going to say Spawn soundtrack level, but it's in that category.
Yeah, I think it's what inspired the Spawn soundtrack. Like the idea that you could sell a movie almost on its soundtrack. Like Resident
Anytime
Evil.
the theme song from this film, you immediately got into fighting stance.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was cool. You can knock this movie all day and night, but it's also at the same time while you're talking shit, you're like, yeah, but it was pretty cool.
You know, like the stuff you would knock about this though, like back in the day, it's like you'd be like, oh, well, it's a video game. It's supposed to be a little, you know, a little off, little like fun or whatever. And especially back then when video game adaptations were wildly different than what you're seeing today.
Right.
Like this was at the time awesome. Like you can knock it a little bit today, but when you compare this movie to, you know, this is going to get thrown around a lot. My apologies in advance. I'm going to say it a lot, but the original Super Mario Brothers,
Yeah.
this was awesome.
Yeah. The original Super Mario Brothers
There it
was
is.
something else, man. That movie was another one I was excited for and did not get what I was wanting. The
It didn't
Goombas
really-
were something else. What the hell were they thinking when they made these things?
Did not meet expectations. There's so much to be said about this, and for the record, like I believe, like in just about every journalism source that has ever quoted or talked about it or anything, this is literally the worst movie of all time. Like
You think?
pound
This
for
one-
pound.
Maybe.
No, I think it tops hundreds of qualified review lists as the worst movie of all time.
Now I gotta go back and rewatch it because I like those.
It's so bad that it's
movies.
it's amazing. Like you do need to watch it. It's not bad like poor cinematography or poor acting. It's not like it's bad on so many different levels that it's worth watching to see how horrible it is.
I haven't seen it since I was a kid. I maybe I've watched it once since it came out.
I do actually have one piece of trivia for this film, and that is that when Nintendo saw this film come out for their IP, it's what made them pull ever giving out their IPs for movies ever again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It took 30 years for them to approve another movie of one of their properties.
That's true. This movie did bomb all video game
not
movies
only-
for the next 30 years.
It not only did it like Nintendo absolutely refused to do another movie based on one of their IPs for 30 years, but like Resident Evil was it was an absolute miracle that movie got made because nobody would touch video game adaptations with a 10-foot pole for 10 years. Resident Evil is the only reason anything else happened after that.
Resident Evil was a good movie, though, and a lot of people don't
Yeah,
like
it
it.
was.
I've heard some complaining that it's not like the game or whatever, but you know that movie was actually pretty fun. Mia Jovovich rocks.
Oh,
And
the
I
first
had no
Resident
problems
Evil
with that
film
movie.
Worked more like Resident Evil 5, 6, and 7, the aftermath of the scary horror thriller types.
Mm-hmm.
It focused way more on the action pack that came after.
And I'm
Yeah,
not sure
yeah.
what's going on with the games anymore because they're not even doing like Raccoon City or the Umbrella stuff anymore, right? I see some
It's
like,
still there,
What
but
were
it's
remastered now. Like they just got done remastering. What was it? Resident Evil 2,
3
maybe
or
3.
4. They're remastering like that
they
whole
did
series.
1 and 2 a while back, but they've got that. What was with that 12-foot tall lady, whatever her name was, that it was in that?
Oh
one Resident Evil game?
yeah, Resident Evil Village.
What does that have to do with zombies?
It's like a
It's just
soft.
virus now. It's not really zombies anymore. It's mutation.
Yeah,
I played the
yeah,
VR
exactly.
one. I have the VR one, and I was just like, it's a creepy game, sure, but it wasn't anything like, it's not like what I would call a Resident Evil game. And the
They
Silent
go
Hill movie
through
was
like
good,
the
too.
world has expanded. The Silent Hill movie was good. I liked that one.
Yeah. Of course, that led to the new Mario movie, which was fun.
That was the movie we needed in 1993.
Yeah, if we had got, dude, can you imagine if we gotten something?
Although, I'm gonna say one thing about this. You like that scene right there just really sells it. They did not make. They didn't do my boy any favors in the thickness department.
you know,
It's like how this was just a pure popcorn film, dude. And that's what made it successful.
You know what? Bowser actually looks like Bowser.
The story's not that deep. It's very much, King Koopa just wants to get, the princess, and they have to go after him. That's video game 101 when it comes to Mario.
You know,
But all the references, like when he was on the bridge with Donkey Kong, that's a reference to Smash Brothers.
Yep.
They got references to Mario Kart, and then Mario.
The Haunted Mansion, and all the different.
I actually enjoyed this one. I do not put this movie on repeat, but it's a good watch for kids.
How did they screw this one up so bad when they had these for the 90s, the dinosaur puppets and everything? Like, screw all the Goombas and the masks, but they did have some pretty cool practical effects in this movie.
Yeah.
It's hard to imagine how badly they screwed it up,
Some tells me production hell is a key term to this one.
Yeah, I think you're right on that. And part of that is I forget the director. I know they probably flashed his name on the screen 1,000 times already, but he had some kind of weird vision. Didn't know the property. Did not take 2 seconds to look into the game, and the fandom behind the game. He was just probably saw a couple of stills. Somebody wrote a weird screenplay, and he just marked that whole thing up to hell to make it a Hollywood. And he gave us a Hollywood version of whatever that thing was in his head.
They had a lot more.
And Hollywood was really putting out anything that it wanted to at that point too. It wasn't really about creativity.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah,
it was probably a financial success, honestly.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I say that, but I'm sure it had a pretty big budget, so it might
over
not
the
have been.
rocket launchers that you see Mario and Luigi use in that one scene. If it pops up again, those are the Nintendo laser beams or whatever they used on the NES.
The power arm.
No. The actual rocket launcher that they'll use. You'll see it pop up.
The Super Scope. Wait. What do you mean? Like the
like you see them shoot? Yeah, you just saw it.
Yeah, hold up.
Those. Yeah. That's definitely. Those are a nod to the NES.
The Super Scope. Yeah.
Yeah, the guns. Yeah, there it is.
Oh yeah.
Tell me that's not it.
Oh, for the love of God,
dude.
He does this every single time. Every time we stream, he's got to pull out the Super.
I've got to pull out. Yeah, dude. The Super Soakers or the Super Scope. Got to pull it out.
Tell me that's not it. Tell me that's
is
not
it. Hold
movie.
on. I'm even gonna try to angle it the same way. Okay.
Go ahead.
Now.
Tell me that's not it.
That's it, dude. That's it. That's the same thing.
It is.
Look,
they're not even holding it. They're not holding it right.
I think you're right, dude. I think that is it.
I like how Peters is modified. He's got his set up for some real pro shit. He's like, this scope ain't cutting it.
Hold it sideways like a gang member.
He's got Leopold optics.
There you go. That's how they're holding it right there.
Yeah. I didn't even catch that, but you're totally right. Look at it. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't notice that. Well, there you go. You learn something every day.
You're welcome. I contributed. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Real time, folks, right here. You found it here first.
Yeah, I want to see any other YouTube channel pull that out.
Yeah, right? I dare you. Fuckers, bring it.
Yeah.
What were some other good video game? I know recently we got the Sonic 1 and 2. Those were pretty good. Those were fun.
You got the Sonic
Yeah.
one. Borderlands just came out.
Oh, yeah.
I heard that thing. I heard it bombed, but I'm kind of interested in seeing it, honestly. I just haven't done it.
Oh, yeah, it bombed. None of the
Yeah, I heard it bombed.
characters in the game. Why is Kevin Hart in there?
Because it's Kevin Hart. You got to sell tickets. And
Well, Kevin Hart
Borderlands is a fun game, but
You mark my words. This is going to become a thing where studios are going to stop using these big names because it's actually turning people off to their movies.
I don't think that's ever going to happen. I think they'll always use these. Well, okay, with the kind of Hollywood going downhill, I don't know if there will be any more big names. I mean, who's a big name now that compares to like Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Jason Momoa. Channing Tatum.
Jason Momoa. Channing Tatum's like getting old news. He's like old news now.
What's that? John Cena. He's having his moment right now.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But he's like, what would you call that? What generation right after Schwarzenegger? Like he was right after, like the guy that did the Meg.
Oh, Jason Statham.
Yeah, he's not as big as John Cena, but they're the same.
He should be. He's a better actor, in my opinion. I love Jason Statham.
Yeah, I agree. And they're both second wave, action heroes.
That's interesting. I would not have put them. Like, I can see how, like, John Cena and The Rock and Jason Statham, like I see why they're picked for the Expendables. I see why they're picked for those movies, but man, I do not put them in that same category as Schwarzenegger or Carl Weathers.
Well, no. I don't know if you can put any modern day like action heroes on their tier. They're legends, and I don't know how many movies any of these guys could possibly make that'll even come close to the iconic films that those guys made.
A good one though, John Wick. Keanu Reeves, he nailed. I know he's not like the big buff dude, but as far as action flicks go, like we need more of that in this world.
Yeah, he is a tier above John Cena. He's not. I would put him up there with Arnold Schwarzenegger, but he's just underneath him, and Rocky Stallone.
I think part of it is those guys just made fun movies. You can watch Eraser all day long. You can watch what was that one with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jamie Lee Curtis and Tom Arnold? The one where
True Lies.
True Lies. That's timeless. Mm-hmm. You can watch that 1,000 times over.
Yeah.
Try watching Suicide Squad 1,000 times over.
My wife hates True Lies. I got to watch it once. Now every time I watch it, I have to put it on like when she's asleep.
Like it's a dirty secret or something.
Yeah, it's like I'm watching porn or something. Like
you have to sit in the corner with like the light off, and like you have to hit the little button on the recorder in your chair while you're.
Yeah, and I'm like, now do it again slowly, and then I hit the play on like slow motion. Turn that down. That movie is so awesome.
It's the same gag that Macaulay Culkin did in Home Alone with the little recorder.
The Talk Boy.
Yeah,
all right. I had the Talk Boy. Remember that?
Yeah, I do.
And then it broke. That thing broke pretty quick. It should have lasted longer than that. So I'm looking at this video game adaptations movie list, and right off the bat, I'm seeing some issues here. Hunger Games was not a video game.
What? No, that list is dead wrong.
Yeah, Uncharted is one, but Street Fighter...
Okay. What else so, Uncharted is one. That one it makes my list because I thought they filmed it well. I don't even mind Tom Holland as that. Like, I don't like him. And that role was not written for Tom Holland. That role was written for that very specific actor from Firefly. And, obviously he outgrew it. And then, of course, it was given to Mark Wahlberg, who it took him 10 years to film it. So Mark Wahlberg aged himself out of the role, which I don't know. That kind of sucks. Like, I think a younger him could have done pretty good. But it just was not an Uncharted adventure to me. Like, I did not like that movie. It didn't work for me. It wasn't bad, but it was like I had high expectations for it, and it did not meet those expectations.
It was filmed fairly well it was filmed pretty good for an Uncharted movie, but yeah, the casting was all wrong on that. If that was meant for the Firefly guy, they should have had him be Sully or something. Not
something.
Yeah, not
I say suck it up and just, he probably need to lose 30 pounds. Sorry to say that, but I say throw him in there anyway. Like it was meant for him, let him have it.
You know what? They could have made him. They could have. All right, now this would have been kind of a weird approach, but they could have made the movie where he's an older version of that character because that franchise is now old, and so they could have had Tom Holland in there as the son or somebody, and then built a whole new franchise around that, and then they could have continued a whole new game series based off of that.
I don't like that idea, but I
don't really like it either. But
compared to what we got, I'm willing to humor some different options on that. Okay. So one of my major complaints, and I know that they were really gunning for a trilogy on this one. They were really, swinging for the fences, but the very first character to show up in the Uncharted games, and I know this doesn't really mean anything in the long scheme of things, but the very first character to show up in those movies was the girlfriend, and she was steadfast throughout the entire series, and she wasn't even in the movie. To me, she was she was definitely the trio of I forget their names, but the main character and Sully and that girlfriend is a very large part of the dynamic and everything that's going on in those games, and they completely miss that.
Yeah, I agree with that. I was kind of waiting for her to pop up. Did she even pop up in the end as a cameo?
No.
Because that was weird.
She is not in it. Movie. And again, dude, I love Mark Wahlberg. He is not Sully.
Mm-mm. I mean, I like Mark Wahlberg, and honestly, I didn't really hate him as Sully, but it was Tom Holland that just didn't do it for me. It was a fun adventure movie. It was fine for what it was, but it was Uncharted. When you got fans, and I guess that's kind of a problem when you got a lot of fans built up around a franchise, and then you just decide to go do something a little bit different, or you don't listen to them, or you just don't really care what they think.
Yeah.
You expect them to buy the ticket, and not complain about it.
It was watered down a little bit. It feels like they didn't do their research on the storyline. It's a very storyline driven thing. And I know you don't want to just do a scene for scene rehash of the game, but they definitely should have followed a little bit more with what the fan base's expectations were, because I am not alone on this one. And look what happens when you do that. You get the new Mario Brothers movie. You get the first Resident Evil movie. These fell in line with what our expectations. Sonic, I haven't seen it, but I'm familiar with it being a good one.
Sonic was pretty good, and one of the interesting things about that movie was the fact that the original Sonic CGI model they had was horrible, and everybody complained about it so much.
They backed on it.
That they went and actually fixed it. I don't know what the hell they were thinking with that original model in the first place, but they
not
did it
only
right.
did they backtrack it, but they also introduced the original version of Sonic into a different movie just to make fun of it.
Oh yeah. And, you gotta. A lot of the problem is you do have a lot of these franchises that are built. They're from our generation, right? So you're gonna have a lot of us looking at these movies and going, man, I don't know about this. Minecraft, and there's got to be some separation. Some of these movies are just made for kids, and they're not necessarily meant for a bunch of grown men to be complaining about that shit.
Minecraft, that would have been fine.
That might be one of those situations where Minecraft is just not. But here's the problem: when you now I don't see too much. I don't really see anything in the trailer other than Jason Momoa. But when you start seeing stuff inserted into these trailers, and you're like, I don't know if I want my kids to watch that. Well, then you do have a valid reason to complain about it. But I don't know if Jason Momoa constitutes him wearing a pink jacket and looking a little goofy. I don't know if that constitutes. To me, it's Jack Black's more offensive than the Jason Momoa thing.
I got to say, on the other side of the coin, and I'll be the first one to say, of course, we don't know the first thing about it. So let's see how it goes, before we pass judgment on that. But I will say, so Jack Black, are you familiar with the issues with him and Tenacious D recently?
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of saying. And you know what? That whole thing was annoying because it wasn't Jack Black that did that. It was the It was his
It was
buddy.
Jack Black. It was Jack Black that fired the other guy because the other guy said anti-Trump stuff.
It was
like immediately afterwards, and Jack Black immediately cut ties with his old friend. He's like,
yeah, because his career was on the
line.
line now, and it's like one thing you don't do is mess with a guy's money, right? So, I mean, that was just but here's the other thing. Even though it wasn't Jack Black that said it, he was there. He didn't say, "Now come on, now." The whole thing would have been squashed if Kyle had said that. Which, for anybody who's out of the loop on this, it was right after that Trump assassination attempt. There was a show, Tenacious D. And that Kyle guy was like, "Don't miss Trump next time." And, you know, of course, the crowd claps and they laugh and everything. And then the rest of us are like, what the hell? You know, that's not cool. Don't do that. Jack Black should have been, hey, now, come on, man. You know, blah, blah, blah. And he didn't.
Did it catch him? Did it catch him off guard, or was this a joke that had been made several times behind the scenes?
He had the whole show to say something about it, and he waited until, you know, his opportunities started disappearing before he came out and ditched Kyle and cut ties with the Tenacious D and all that shit.
I think he did that like the very next day. I don't know how much of the concert was left. It was really immediate. He was like,
right after all the backlash came out. I don't know when the concert was to when.
I don't even think there was backlash. Like I'll give him credit. He got in front of that fast. I literally, like, I want to say it was like the very next day he did that.
That's because the backlash happened overnight.
I don't think it did.
It was the news
I don't think
topic.
I want to say he was out there like in front of the news on the thing. Like he jumped on that one. That was to his credit. That was one of the things he did, was he got like in front of it. If he didn't get in front of it like the next day, he did jump on it fast. I did not get the feeling it had anything to do with backlash, because I learned about it from his statement.
Well, I think you're wrong, but that's fine. On these other movies that were video game adaptations, one of my favorite was Warcraft. Did you ever see that?
Yeah,
I hated the game, and it's not that the game was bad. It's just it turned people into zombies like TikTok. It's like TikTok before TikTok existed. But they made a really awesome movie, man, that I'm like, I would never play the game, but I would watch more of these movies.
This is actually the one that I actually was wanting to see in theaters, but I didn't get the chance.
I can't. And then, of course, Blizzard was a Blizzard that messed it all up. And now they're not making any more movies and the games or whatever.
How did they mess it up?
Yeah, I didn't hear about that.
So I don't know all the details. I don't know hardly any details. I just know that, was it Blizzard Activision? What is it? They cut ties with each other or something?
Oh, yeah.
That might add something to do. I know they were bought by Microsoft. Activision was bought by Microsoft.
Well,
I don't know about
something along the lines with like the business dealings, and then the people that were basically making all these new games or making them woke, or, you know, pissing people off with what they're doing. And so the game lost steam on top of whatever that business deal was. And then I guess the movie didn't do as well as they wanted it to do. I don't know.
Thanks, Microsoft. Really appreciate you guys.
Sucks. This could have been the next Lord of the Rings, man.
What was so progressive about this movie that it ruined it for the rest of it?
Well, the movie's not what did it. It was the video game company that screwed up.
They just started tweeting out bullshit.
I think it had to do with like characters and what they were, you know, like Magic the Gathering changed the Lord of the Rings. They changed like Aragorn to black, and they were making orcs more diverse and adding genders and stuff to the game. And people were like, "What the hell are you doing with that?" Warcraft did something like that. I don't know the deal. I'm not, like I said, I wasn't a big fan of the game, but I know that whatever they were doing with the game and the companies.
Right.
Tied to why they're not making any more Warcraft movies.
I know that I don't know about that specifically.
What's going on?
Hey, what's up, Nody? Good to see you, man. perfect guy. Like, Nody, we need your insights on this. He does gaming
What?
YouTube channel, so he's got a lot of insight on this.
So what was the deal with Nody? We're talking about the Warcraft movie and what happened with Blizzard and all that stuff and why they're not making any more Warcraft movies.
I know Blizzard did get in some hot water because of, I believe it was microtransactions was something that kind of, I think, was an issue they had with later.
Ground then.
That might have been part of it.
I don't think that's the same issue, but I know that they were in some hot water for how they were handling some of their games, trying to really capitalize on them.
Right. Isn't that a problem with? I was just hearing from this guy at work. He was talking about that Mortal Kombat game, or was it the Injustice
Mortal Kombat
game?
1.
With the one where you have all these all this DLC, you got to like pay so much for every single character if you want a different character.
Yeah, you got to pay like real cash for like Johnny Cage's updated glasses.
Yeah. But I thought Warcraft was a freaking awesome movie, and I was kind of pissed that it didn't get the steam that it deserved. And it's just going to, I guess, be a standalone movie, and they'll probably reboot it in the next couple of years.
I mean, the graphics are pretty damn good for this film.
It's a good mix of practical effects and CGI, and the CGI looked pretty badass. I don't know. It was cool. It's like it could have been the next Lord of the Rings, in my opinion. But
yeah, this is definitely not does not go into the category of movies. It was like, oh, they shouldn't have done that, and I don't even think they had an issue. Like, I don't recall there being any issues with them hiring big name actors that where the budget should have gone elsewhere. Like, I don't feel that about this movie. I don't remember who was in it, but
yeah.
It's because they were all laid over with CGI, and it was nothing but the voices that brought it.
Probably, yeah.
Ready Player One is also not a video game. That is a movie. Oh, I guess I'm looking at this top video game adaptations movie list. I guess Ready Player One would be categorized as a game, a movie about games, but it's not adapted from a game.
Yeah, it does feature a lot of... Dude, I'll say I read the book for Ready Player One, and... Dude, the book is, I know this is like a trope too, but the book was so much better. They were able to, in the book, mention 10 times the amount of properties. So there's a lot more inside jokes. There's a lot more like of the video gamey stuff going on in the book, references and stuff that actually tie in.
Yeah. I thought the movie was pretty cool.
Ready Player One. Like, I put that one on repeat a couple times.
Yeah, that was a fun movie to watch. All right, here we go. What about Tomb Raider? The original one, not the new one. The movie sucked, but I mean, it's Angelina Jolie, right?
You can't go wrong.
But it was
back in the day when she was hot.
Now, it was Angelina Jolie post-Gia.
Yeah.
Everything is post-Gia. That's like one of her first movies.
Yeah, but she never progressed.
She didn't need to. She just needed to...
If you saw that movie, you'd be like, yeah, she needed to.
I mean, she didn't need to progress in her acting abilities. She just needed to, like, keep doing more of... I don't know.
If they actually got like good writers on this film, this could have been like the updated Indiana Jones films.
Could have been. That's what it was intended to be, and they just never landed that.
Did they even put her in that outfit? She's on the outfit in the poster.
In typical gaming fashion. I think they did for like the last 3 minutes of it or something.
This is before all that bullshit, though. Or is this Cradle of Life? Oh, this isn't even the original one.
Oh.
This is the third one or something.
She still didn't get in the outfit until the end of the movie.
Whatever one that was. I don't know. Never mind. Screw that trailer.
Not bad, but it definitely, like...
It ain't Resident Evil.
I kind of want to say that actually I hot take, but I kind of feel like I liked the other actress better.
Oh, from the new movie?
Yeah,
Really?
and I don't think that she is Lara Croft. You know what I mean? Like I think Angelina Jolie is a better Lara Croft. However,
Well, Angelina Jolie.
All right, I'll give you that in the sense that if you were going to watch the movie for a good story, you know, then yeah, get Angelina Jolie out of there. Get somebody in there, or get a writer at least. That's good.
Angelina Jolie was definitely more polygonal.
Mhm.
You can laugh at that. If you're watching this in the after, just leave a comment. If you're watching this after it's no longer live and you laughed at that, it's okay. That we're here.
I'm a little bit out of it today, so I'm not going to get half any fucking jokes. What about this? We need this movie, man.
Is that Metal Gear?
No. Although that'd be cool too. Metal Gear
That would be
pretty
cool.
Badass. This is a fan trailer, I guess. Fan-made trailer. And I'm not going to play the audio because I don't know.
Oh, is this
Smash
Double
Brothers?
Dragon? Is this Double Dragon?
Close. No.
Double Dragon.
Getting close. What's better than Double Dragon, dude?
Triple Dragon?
Contra?
What's better than Contra? Dude, a Contra movie would have rocked.
That needs to happen.
Right? I'm glad somebody made this trailer because I want to see a Contra movie now.
I'd
You
like
tell
if
me
they
you're
had
gonna
the
get a
red and the
Contra
blue
movie?
bands.
Yeah,
Tell me
that's
we're going to
funny.
get a Contra movie before we get a Duke Nukem movie.
Dude,
They already made a Duke Nukem movie.
Did they?
I'm almost positive they did.
No.
Yeah,
they
yeah.
ruined, They
What's the
ruined
movie?
that franchise.
Duke Nukem's the one where you could slow down the game, right? Because there was a game where you could slow it down, and in the movie
Bullet
they
Time.
did that.
No,
Bullet
that,
Time.
Yeah,
What
Bullet
was the
Time
movie
was.
that did that?
Well, there was the Doom movie.
No, that's not the Doom movie. That one
But yeah,
actually
no,
was
no, no.
kind of fun.
The Bullet Time one was blah, 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 blah.
Max Payne. It was Max
Yes.
Payne,
Max
which was a
Payne.
cool movie. Yeah, okay, so maybe there isn't a Duke Nukem movie, but the Max Payne movie was actually pretty cool. I thought that one was fun.
It was
Back when they're starting to
alright.
make them again.
Yeah.
Big video game movies.
The Doom movie was not on par with the Doom game.
No, not at all. It's like,
No, it wasn't.
why do you think they perfectly they sell that movie in like packs with G.I. Joe 1 and 2, G.I. Joe
yeah.
1 and 2, and Doom. You know, they've like the perfect. That's like a perfect pack of that type of movie, and they're not horrible. They're just you put them on and you don't really have to think too much about it. You know, they're not good. They're just not.
That's what you put on when you surf your phone.
Yeah. Like, I never have
You know-
time to watch movies, so I usually try to find something I'm not that interested in to put on when I'm going to bed. I say that, like, all the fucking time. Like, when I go to bed, I'll put it on. Well, that's
Sure.
because I don't have to think too much about it. And
Yeah, fun
that's
fact,
one of
you
those
can
movies.
watch the Doom movie on a pregnancy test. I'm tired.
heard about
My
that.
delivery was all off on that. Sorry, but you get the joke.
Yeah. I did hear about that. Like, because the game, the the coding or
That's-
whatever.
Right.
That's a whole thing these days, is because that game was done on such old like Windows 3.1 software that it's like a thing now for people to try to play the game on different electronics, like a calculator or pregnancy. Like, these are all things. I think somebody played it with like a potato and a lemon or something.
Yeah.
That's how good it is.
It stood the test of time. Yeah.
That's right.
How come they're not playing Wolfenstein? That game came out first, didn't it?
Came out.
Oh,
Yeah, but it wasn't as good.
My layman.
Great.
That game was awesome.
I remember my dad. He was a real like computer geek and everything. And he and his buddies would like break down and get inside the coding and everything and make their own levels for it to make it more difficult. It was insane.
What game would y'all put into a movie?
Well, they're doing a Legend of Zelda live action movie, and Horizon are two on the horizon.
Are they gonna, is it CGI? Or is it
Live action, to my knowledge.
I'll say
The Legend of Zelda is going to be based on the new Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild.
I don't even care if it's a movie, but I definitely want an anime made out of it, and it needs to be Star Fox.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I can see that.
Yeah, I'd be down for a Star Fox movie.
Yeah.
I've been wanting that one for ages.
Personally, I'd
So-
like to see a Doom movie.
Yeah, but with cool
Like
practical effects.
Like a good one. A good
Right.
one,
Yeah.
yeah.
With practical effects. Like, and you know what? It can be CGI with AI doing the stuff that it's doing this day. So on Jake's channel the other day, I was showing him the most disturbing shit I've ever seen. And why
And
can't
please tell me you're going to pull that up.
I'm going to pull it up. I want to know why they can't make movies. See, this looks like practical effects, right? But it's the AI. Look at this shit, dude. This is freaking disturbing. Make a Doom movie with this graphics. Dude, it's horrifying.
Who comes up with this shit, man?
I don't
Right?
know.
What is the AI?
AI.
This is what we're trying to have replace our jobs.
Look at that. Is that syrup? It's being poured all over it.
Yeah, this is Skynet. This is what they're capable of.
This is what AI is planning for us when we plug in.
Yeah, this is what's on their mind. Yeah.
God damn, dude,
I will
that's
say
so
that does.
good.
Somebody needs to like absolutely create an IP on that right there. That needs to be a freaking movie.
They need
did
to
it
make.
called The Thing.
They need to do a Doom movie with that. You know, make it a
Yeah.
real creepy ass Doom movie.
They could definitely do it.
I don't know why that popped up. I guess Twitter knows exactly what I want to watch because when I saw that, I was like, "Oh shit!"
How did that not get banned? What is? What is
There's
that
nothing
called
wrong
when
with
you
it. That's what's
impregnate an
brilliant.
egg?
That's a beautiful thing about it. There's nothing actually that bad about it. It's just
Yeah, horrific.
it's horrific. But there's really what could you complain about other than it's
It
disturbing.
has been great with your buttons.
Yeah, dude, I'm sorry. I gotta turn it off. I could stare at that for literally for hours. I've been trying to think of how to make like. I want to learn how to do that because I've got ideas, bro. I got ideas. I want to use.
No, that's the problem. You don't need ideas now. AI will take care of the ideas for you. You just do the physical labor.
All right.
I'm waiting for it, man. I'm
No,
waiting for
if that's what's going on with the AI movies, why aren't they using AI for that? You know, there's a lot of complaints about AI and everything, and I don't blame people, but dude, that's better than a lot of most of the movies. As far as like scary movies and horror movies go, that's better than most of the shit that I'm seeing.
I agree. They need to
Actually-
center them around that.
There was another one I watched that was monsters on the ocean or something. People catching monsters. Where's it at? Videos. AI.
Playing with maids.
Oh, dude. Okay, hold on. Is this it? Damn it, I had it and then I lost it. Where'd it go? Here we go.
Cthulhu's from the deep.
Yeah, it was a really cool video. But now it's not loading. Dude, come on, bro.
The internet was
Hulu.
finally like, "We're done. We can't do this."
Yeah.
You watched it enough times, dude. There we go. I gotta turn off the audio though. That's the one bad thing about these videos is the audio sucks.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, look at that. This is all just AI generated stuff. That's better than the. Damn it! Now I can't think of Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah. I thought I was watching a Japanese film.
Deep fakes are gonna. I'm amazed we haven't seen more deep fakes this year with the
You
election. Oh right. Oh, I didn't even think about it. Maybe we have, and we don't even know. Maybe everything we've seen this whole year is a deep fake.
Yeah.
This stream right now is a deep fake.
Yeah. Nothing is real.
You're not watching
Paul-
Three
Paul-
Dudes.
Paul, disagree. No, I can prove that I'm real. I have fingers.
Dude, they can do fingers now. I've seen it. So, yeah, I think we're in store for some pretty cool fan-made shit come soon.
Oh, no
And if
doubt.
somebody can make a Contra movie using this, or Doom movie making this.
Yes, yes. I
Hell,
know they
man,
are
or
working on
Godzilla or
making
something.
movies. I know a couple people who are talking about like they're working on projects that are movies that are entirely AI driven, and they're
But that's-
obviously having some hurdles making it happen. But they're working on those projects now.
That's a problem. They're like making movies that are entirely AI driven. It doesn't need to be entirely. Just use AI
It
to make
does.
it better.
It needs to be in order for you and I to pull it off, to pull this off. You know. Because there's no way we couldn't even film a scene that would match this, you know, that would have any kind of continuity to this.
Sure, but we could film ourselves doing something, and then it could put us in there. Use the AI. I guess.
Well,
for
that's what they're
amateurs,
using
it'd
the
be
AI
great,
for.
but they need to have the super advanced AI helping Hollywood out, because the Disney movies suck. Their CGI they got lazy, man. And maybe it's just because it's for kids, and so kids don't need all this extra effort being put into it.
Budget.
But I want Demolition Man or something with this kind of, technology, or Terminator.
Another fun thing about this, we're talking about movies. They're implementing this stuff in video games, like PS6 era video games. You're going to be playing games like that's what the game looks like.
That might be I guess that's we talked about that before growing up. You know, the video games with these games you could throw 100 hours easy into a good game.
Mm-hmm.
I probably spent hundreds of hours in Ark, and when they start making games real interactive with this kind of graphics, yeah, I don't think movies are going to make it, because
I can't wait until you can like sit down. I know this is lame as shit, but I can't wait until you can like play a Grand Theft Auto game or Horizon or whatever the fuck and have a conversation with an NPC.
yeah, well, I've seen those where they had what was it? The Matrix. They had the Matrix game with the AI NPCs.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It real generic, but that was like the demo from ChatGPT 3.
That is going to be something else, man, where you can just walk
We're
around in a
like
game.
2 consoles away from doing the whole Ready Player One shit.
Yeah,
VR, walk around. But that's when if it's a dead internet theory, there's only be like 2 people in there. Everything's got to be NPCs.
Nah, people won't allow the internet to go anywhere. They desire it way too much.
Well, but part of that, and the part that I do believe on like the whole dead internet theory is you're absolutely right. People like internet's not going anywhere. It's going to be there, but there will be an NPC there to serve whatever it is needs that you want, and you're not even going to know it's an NPC. You're going to think that's a human being.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna be Cortana.
In fact, you might not interact with any human beings at all, because that might just spoil the game. It might be better just to have it be
If that takes
100%
place in a
NPCs.
padded fucking room.
That's what it is. But
Said she loved me.
well, guys, I think we are at the hour right now. We're about to go on to Bionic Bro's channel, right? We're doing your channel next?
I believe so.
Awesome. We're gonna go over to Bionic Bro's channel and keep talking over there. What are we talking about over there? Are we doing the women?
We are discussing female-led franchises. So Jenna Ortega was being interviewed during her Beetlejuice tour, and they asked her about being in Tim Burton's next film, maybe a female version of Edward Scissorhands. And she
I can
was
see
like,
that.
She was like, well, I'm tired of the female spin-offs from male franchises. We need our own thing. We need more female badasses.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck
Hell
yeah. I am all about that.
And enough with the reboots too, man. Reboots.
Oh, yeah.
Thank
fuck,
you.
all
Yes.
that crap.
You
Finally,
mean
everybody-
new IPs with good stories?
Right?
Always saying that we have movies that isn't an all-female Ghostbusters or a Jamie Bond, like she said. I'm all about that. Let's get some fresh ideas going for the females.
Thank you. Yes.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, everybody go check out Bionic Bro's channel. We're going to be over there talking about that. Make sure to like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. Check out Stanley's channel. He's got a really cool family beach loving, fishing, hunting, outdoors channel going on over there. And everybody who checked me out, thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.
Now get out! And I'll tell you